We are adding in our stakes, which is holding our PVC pipe, which is going to be supporting our tomato plants. And the middle PVC is going to be supporting the weight of our tomatoes as they come in on the plants. We are using stakes, 1/2-inch PVC pipe, elbows, and a little T connector that you can get at your local hardware store. We got ours at Home Depot just because it was closest. Here I am planting the tomato plant, and you're going to want to plant it sideways. If you notice on the tomato plant, it looks like it has a lot of hairs on the stem, and that's because that's a root system. And when you plant it sideways, you're actually burying it deeper, and that's going to be growing a very strong root system. Our goal is when we plant it, we're not looking to get fruit quickly. You're looking to get a good strong root system. I will be adding more compost, so I'm actually not burying them very deep in this video, but when I add the compost, they will be pretty deep, and I will be going back and pinching off all the little straggler stems going off to the side. You don't want any energy growing into anywhere else in the plant except for the root system right now, because when you have a good root system, you're going to get good produce. Now we're adding the string system, and I'm tying that onto the stake, and I'm putting it as close as possible to the base of the tomato plant. And as the tomato plant is growing, you're just going to slightly wrap it around the tomato plant, and that way it just gives it that support just like that. Now I have the second string because we get strong winds, and if there's ever like a broken piece of it or a piece that I can save, I'm going to want to try to wrap it and support it. That way I can try to save the plant. It's a little loose right now because I need to add more soil, and the weight of the soil is going to keep the stake down, and so I'm not too worried about it. But you don't want it too loose. You want it loose enough to be able to still wrap around your tomato plant, but tight enough to support the plant. That way it doesn't fall or break during any winds. So here I just wrapped it around the stake again and wrapped around the PVC pipe, tying it off, and now I'm going to have my 2 support strands that I'll need, one to wrap around the base and one to catch anything that might be damaged in any future winds. So all that I have left to do now is to go add in fresh compost, and the reason why we're adding in fresh compost is because this bed was used last year with the tomatoes, and I just want to make sure that they have the nutrition that they need. By adding in fresh compost, I will then bury the plants even more and break off any of the little stragglers that they don't need, and that way all the energy can go into the root system. And here's the finished product of one of our beds.